All right, so I lost power real quick. Okay, so I had to make a second video. So anyway, nothing had been used so far. A times C, 2 times 15, we got 30. Listed the factors of 30. Checked to see which ones added up or subtracted to give me the 13. Found them. Put my variable in the parentheses. Put my numbers in the parentheses. Because C was positive, I knew I had to have the same sign, whether it was going to be 2 minuses or 2 plus, depending on the middle number. So that's why I have 2 pluses. But we're not done because we know that this one's a different problem because of this guy, right? It's not a 1. So here's where the divide and slide comes into play. You need to take the number in the very front and you need to divide the numbers in your parentheses by that number. So I'm taking this one and I'm putting it at the bottom. I'm dividing it, okay? And then simplify, okay? Divide, simplify if you can. 2 divided by 2, we know that that equals 1. So this right here equals a 1. Okay, so I'm dividing. But if I look at the next parenthesis, 15 divided by 2, you're going to get a decimal. So we can't divide here. And I cannot simplify. So guess what? You slide. That means this 2 goes in the front, and then just keep writing the x, keep writing the plus, keep writing the 15, because you couldn't divide the 15. So then that tells you that this 2 just slides to the front. And now this is the answer. All right, so this is called the divide. And if you can't divide, you slide it in the front. Okay, so that's the only new part. All right, let's do another one. How about let's do 5x squared plus 19x plus 12. A, B, C. Take A and multiply it times C. 5 times 12, that is 60. Find the factors of 60. 1 times 60. 2 times 30. 3 times 20. 4 times 15. 5 times 12. 6 times 10. 7 doesn't work. 8 doesn't work. 9 doesn't work, and 10 is already there. And again, you can get this from your calculator. All right, now find out who adds or subtracts to give you the 19. Okay, well, this is 61 if I add it, or 59 if I subtract them. This is 32 if I add them, 28 if I subtract them. This is 23 if I add them, 17 if I subtract them. This is 19 if I add them, and that's what I wanted. So I'm going to be using these. So I'm going to take my parentheses. I'm going to put the variable x. I'm going to put the numbers 4 and 15. None of this is new, right? I'm going to check out C. Because C is positive, that tells me same signs. 2 minuses or 2 plus? Well, it depends on B. So it's going to be 2 pluses. And now it's time to divide and slide. So take that 5 and see who you can divide. Can I divide 4 by 5 and get a nice little number? No. So he's going to slide. He's going to slide to the front. And then everything stays the same. The plus 4 stays the same. You're just sliding this to the front. Can you divide 15 by 5? Yes, 15 divided by 5 is actually 3. And there's your answer. So divide and slide is the only new thing, okay? Let's do another one. What if I had 2x squared plus 7x minus 22? A, B, C. The first step is to do A times C. 2 times 22, negative 22 is negative 44, but remember we don't pay attention to the sign right now. We just list all the factors of 44. So it's going to be 1 times 44, 2 times 22, 3 doesn't work, 4 times 11, 5 doesn't work, 6 doesn't work, 7 doesn't work, 8 doesn't work, neither does 9, 10, and 11's already there. Now, which ones add up or subtract to give you the 7? Surely not this one. That would be 45 or 43, 24 or 20. I'm going to check this one. If I add them, I get 15, but if I subtract them, I get the 7. So I'm going to use this one. So you put your parentheses, put your variable, put your numbers, and never forget, if the number in front of x squared is not a 1, then you got to divide and slide. So, let's do the signs first though, okay? C was negative, so that tells me different signs. Different signs. Okay, so who gets what, right? The bigger factor is going to get the sign of B. So he gets the plus, and then he gets the minus. So now divide and slide. Take that 2 and see who you can divide. So 4 divided by 2 is actually 2. So x minus, and then put a 2 now, because this right here simplifies to a 2. Over here, 11 divided by 2, I'm going to get a decimal, so he slides. So it's 2x plus 11, because you couldn't do anything there. So there's that one. Okay. I'll do another one. Another divide and slide. This is example 4. 3x squared plus 2x minus 16. A, B, C. Take A, multiply it with C, and you get negative 48. Don't look at the negative, just list all the factors of 48. 1 times 48, 2 times 24, 3 times 16, 4 times 12, 5 doesn't work, 6 times 8, 7 doesn't work, and 8 is already there. Now, which ones add up or subtract to give you a 2? These down here, and you can check them all if this doesn't like pop up to you, right? Okay, but if you add them, you know you get a 14, but if you subtract them, you get your 2. So that's what you want. Put your parentheses, put your variable, put your numbers, 6 and 8. Because C is negative, you're going to have a minus and a plus. Now, who gets who? The bigger factor always gets the sign of B, so he'll get the plus and he'll get the minus. And because this is not a 1, then I gotta divide or slide. Okay, so let's see. 6 divided by 3, yes, I can divide that. It's going to give me a 2. Okay, so notice how the x stayed the same, the minus stayed the same. I'm just simplifying this little part. 8 divided by 3 is not going to give me a nice little whole number, so he gets to slide. So he just goes in the front, and you leave the x, the plus, and the 8 the same. And there you have it. So that's called the divide and slide, only used when the number in front of the x squared is not a 1. Okay, so you do have some problems like that on Friday's assignment. Okay, so for today, it was just taking the notes, watching these videos, repeat it again if you need to, okay, because you've got to understand this concept in order to be able to do Friday's assignment. So what do you need to do today? Listen to the video, write the notes, and submit a picture of all your notes for an easy 100. All right, I will see you on our Google Meets on Friday. Bye.